Welcome to our channel. In this exciting video, we take you inside the remarkable lifestyle of Robert Redford in 2025. Discover the stunning details of his house tour, meet his wife, and learn about his 4 children. We'll also showcase his impressive car collection and reveal his substantial net worth. Join us for an exclusive look at the life of this legendary actor and filmmaker. Robert Redford, American actor and filmmaker. Born the 18th of August, 1936, age 88 years. Santa Monica, California, United States. Spouse, Sybil Zaggers, SM 2009. Lola Van Wagenen, Emir 1958, 1985. Children, James Redford, Amy Redford, Scott Anthony Redford, Shauna Redford. Grandchildren, Mika Schlosser, Dylan Redford, Connor Schlosser, Eden August, Lena Redford. Height, 1.79 m. Parents, Charles Robert Redford, Martha Hart, Robert Redford. Net worth, $200 million. Early life and education. Redford was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, to Martha Woodruff Redford, née Hart, 1914-1955, who was from Austin, Texas, and Charles Robert Redford Sr., 1914-1991, an accountant. He has a paternal half-brother, William. Redford is of Irish, Scottish, and English ancestry. His patrilineal great-great-grandfather, a Protestant Englishman named Elisha Redford, married Mary Ann McCreary of Irish Catholic descent in Manchester, Lancashire. They emigrated to New York City in America in 1849, immediately settling next in Stonington, Connecticut. They had a son named Charles, the first in line to have been given the name. Regarding Redford's maternal lineage, the Harts were Irish from Galway, and the Greens were Scotch-Irish who settled in the United States in the 18th century. Redford's family lived in Van Nuys while his father worked in El Segundo. As a child, he and his family would often travel to Austin, Texas, to visit his maternal grandfather, and credits his environmentalism and love of nature to his childhood in Texas. Robert attended Van Nuys High School, where he was classmates with baseball pitcher Don Drysdale. He has described himself as having been a bad student, finding inspiration outside the classroom in art and sports. He hit tennis balls with Pancho Gonzalez at the Los Angeles Tennis Club to help Gonzalez warm up for matches. Redford had a mild case of polio when he was 11. After graduating from high school in 1954, he attended the University of Colorado in Boulder for a year and a half, where he was a member of Kappa Sigma fraternity. While there, he worked at a restaurant bar called The Sink, where a painting of his likeness now figures prominently among the bar's murals. While at Colorado, Redford began drinking heavily and, as a result, lost his half scholarship and was kicked out of school. He went on to travel in Europe, living in France, Spain, and Italy. He later studied painting at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn and took classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, class of 1959, in New York City. Career, 1959-1966. Early roles. Redford's career began in New York City, where he worked both on stage and in television. His Broadway debut was in a small role in Tall Story, 1959, followed by parts in The Highest Tree, 1959, and Sunday in New York, 1961. His biggest Broadway success was as the stuffy, newlywed husband of Elizabeth Ashley in the original 1963 cast of Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park. Starting in 1960, Redford appeared as a guest star on numerous television drama programs, including Naked City, Maverick, The Untouchables, The Americans, Whispering Smith, Perry Mason, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Route 66, Dr. Kildare, Playhouse 90, Tate, The Twilight Zone, The Virginian, and Captain Brassbound's Conversion, among others. Redford made his screen debut in Tall Story, 1960, reprising his Broadway role. The film's stars were Anthony Perkins, Jane Fonda, her debut, and Ray Walston. After his Broadway success, he was cast in larger feature roles in movies. In 1960, Redford was cast as Danny Tilford, a mentally disturbed young man trapped in the wreckage of his family garage, in Breakdown, one of the last episodes of the syndicated adventure series Rescue 8, starring Jim Davis and Lang Jeffries. Redford earned an Emmy nomination as Best Supporting Actor for his performance in the voice of Charlie Pont ABC 1962. One of his last television appearances until 2019 was on October 7, 1963, on Breaking Point, an ABC medical drama about psychiatry. In 1962, Redford got his second film role in War Hunt, and was soon after cast alongside screen legend Alec Guinness in the war comedy Situation Hopeless But Not Serious, in which he played a U.S. soldier falsely imprisoned by a German civilian even after the war has ended. In Inside Daisy Clover, 1965, which won him a Golden Globe for Best New Star, he played a bisexual movie star who marries starlet Natalie Wood, and rejoined her along with Charles Bronson for Sidney Pollack's This Property is Condemned, 1966, again as her lover, though this time in a film which achieved even greater success. The same year saw his first teaming, on equal footing, with Jane Fonda in Arthur Penn's The Chase. This film marked the only time Redford would star with Marlon Brando. See your personal life. On August 9, 1958, Redford married Lola Van Wagenen in Las Vegas. A second reception was held at Lola's grandmother's home on September 12th. They had 4 children: Scott Anthony Redford, September 1st, 1959, November 17th, 1959, Shauna Jean Redford, B, November 15th, 1960, David James Redford, May 5th, 1962, October 16th, 2020, and Amy Hart Redford, BB, October 22nd, 1970. Redford and Van Wagenen never publicly announced a separation or divorce, but in 1982, entertainment columnist Shirley Eder reported that the pair have been very much apart for a number of years. In 1991, Parade magazine stated, "It is unclear whether the divorce has been finalized." Scott Redford died of a sudden infant death syndrome at the age of 201 months and is buried at Provo City Cemetery in Provo, Utah. Shauna Redford is a painter and married to journalist Eric Schlosser. James Redford was a writer and producer, while Amy Redford is an actress, director, and producer. Redford has 7 grandchildren. On July 11, 2009, Redford married his longtime girlfriend, Sybil Zaggers, at the Louis C. Jacob Hotel in Hamburg, Germany. She had moved in with Redford in 1996 and shared his home in Sundance, Utah. In May 2011, Robert Redford. The biography was published by Alfred A. Knopf, written by Michael Feeney Callan over 15 years with Redford's input and drawn from his personal papers and diaries. Now,